Have you ever attended event just for snacks? Raise your hand. Okay, let me put this way. Have you ever attended marriage just for biryani? Okay, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Beyond the food, these events are places for making good connections. Recently, while scrolling through Instagram, I came across a quote: "Your network is your network." After reading that, for 5 minutes, I did the meditation. After 5 minutes, again I started scrolling Instagram. This time I came across a quote. It says like that: "Rich people just do networking. Others do just working." This time I didn't read the meditation, but I started attending events. Especially as startups, I make sure at any cost I need to attend an event. So I found out near to my place in Gachibowli, on startup club. I make sure every Sunday I need to attend the clubs. It goes on like that. And I and my friend decided we are going to invest around 50,000 to make meaningful connections in this network clubs. So after 3 months, it went well. One fine day, we both sat together and realized we had just tasted 12 types of samosas and engulfed 48 cups of tea by attending these events. No meaningful connections. Then he told me, "Raheem, you are doing just snack working, not networking." So again for 5 minutes I did the meditation. Again this time I started scrolling the Instagram for devising the strategies in networking. This time I came across a good strategy, the magic formula in networking. It says like this: 3N formula in networking. The first N stands for name, second N stands for remembering the name, third N stands for calling them. Naming is very important whenever you go for networking clubs. So I started visiting the meetup and able to get to know the names of the persons who are going to attend. Likewise, like every Saturday I visited the same startup club, I went there. At one hand I had a biryani, one hand I had a visiting card. I called Sharad. Earlier I made the pitch. I'm chartered accountant, I do all this stuff, I do financial modeling, tax saving, everything. He listened carefully for 5 minutes. Finally he said, "Everything is fine, but I am not sure. I am Ramesh." So I realized remembering the name is not important. Remembering the correct name is very much important. Moving on. Raise your hand. How many of you score if you do a favor to a person? How many of you count a score?
What?
How many of you count a score if you just do a favor to a person? No one. That's well. I not only score, but I also write it down. Because next time I'm going to ask a favor to you. Let me share a funny story. 2 years back, I joined one firm, insolvency firm, where I work with one of the well-known entrepreneurs. His name is Raghubabu Guntur. So recently, for my friend's marriage, I went to meet him for inviting to his marriage. Then he asked me a favor. I had a biggest trouble. I lost around some 75 lakhs on the serious trouble I had. Please do me a favor by connecting the person from where I get a critical information. I inquired a lot of friends where I did the information. Funnily, I get it through from one of the Toastmaster friends. So he was very happy. How we able to crack this information? So next day I realized he is the only person told me to join the Toastmasters. From that club, I able to connect him. Lot of people you might came across this kind of thing, able to connect the person whom he already knows. That kind of funny story I had with him. So not only counting the score, but also doing a favor to him. So the important strategy in networking is the following up. Following up after the event is very much important to build the connections. This also I get to know from my Instagram. So likewise, the Saturday I went there, I call a couple of friends, evening. The next day they were in my office. One is asking for 400 crore funding. The other guy is asking for 40 crore funding. I look at them like this for 2 minutes. At the end of the meeting, I charged 40K each and closed the deal. Just look at that. By following up the people, you get able to close the deal. To sum it up, for effective networking, calling the names of the person correctly, give up without scoring, not like me. Finally, following up like a friend, it would lead to you very good connections. On top of it, the invisible currency, as mentioned in title, is your character. You should build a character with utmost humility, integrity, and lot of consistency. And only you make good connections. So finally, I would like to say, you should build a character such a like whenever you ask a favor to a person, the other person don't have an option to say other than yes. Guess what? Where I get this quote from?